Good afternoon, my gorgeous friends. How are you all? Are you all okay? Have you missed me? I feel like due to the bank holidays and things, I haven't been in studio as much, which is nice for me to have a little bit of a break. But I feel like I miss out all the time. Have I missed anything? Is everybody okay? Please let me know you're all okay. The sun is shining. It's Friday. Whoop, whoop. Friday is our one-day special day. Now, you've probably watched me because I try and post it as often as I can, but you will have probably seen that since some of our lives, I've been on QVC, I've been on HTCN America, I've been on Ideal World, but I'm still here and I still love you all. You're all my besties, right? So welcome to the channel, everyone. My name is Toni Darroch and this is the How to Craft Network Studios, where we sell fantastic craft items that are quality and affordable, and we also love to create that amazing crafty community. So if you're buying, that is okay too. If you're not buying, that is okay too. We have the most amazing community, and if you are buying because you like the product, that's also amazing as well. Now look at the size of this one-day special. I'm going to demo Berrylicious today because some of you have started to get it, and it is now available on our website. But let's start straight away with this big bundle and look at the price. Totally amazing, right? So as more products start to come through, we're shifting away from paper a little bit now. We're going to be moving back into something else. Can't tell you what, it's a surprise, but it's all super exciting. But in the interim, I felt like maybe you need to top up on your card blanks and your envelopes and your consumables at a great price. Now, you all know our card blanks and envelopes are $14.99 a pack, 25 cards and envelopes, and you all tell me they're amazing, you love the quality of them, and you all just buy them when you need them, and that's absolutely fine. But today's deal is to enable you to, one, get savings, and two, get ahead with your card blanks and envelopes, and some Brucey bonuses in here as well. So let's have a look what it consists of. Now, you can only see the white cards and envelope picture on there because we don't have a physical picture of what you actually get on the counter. So let's just have a quick run through because I want a demo. I've got other items as well I want to talk about, and I have an amazing deal. Now, I will do a little bit of a shout out. We've got Patricia Rozak on. Sorry, I missed that little comment. I can't see what you said. I think you're saying hello to everybody. We have Marilyn, we have Vincent, we have Julie. Cloudy day in New York. Ooh, it's sunny here today. I'm going to make the most. We've got Julie, we've got Betty Providenti, we've got Pat Capri. And over on social media, Facebook, we have Patricia and we have Angela. Good afternoon, Tony and SBM team. I'd like to say SBM team. Today it's me and Tim. We are the team today. We've got annual leave. Everybody's on annual leave. So not only have we had a ton of bank holidays where hardly nobody's been here apart from me and Tim. It's a good job we don't bicker and fight because honestly it would be not a very nice place here. But so they've never been in. And then they're all booking annual leave today. They must have known it was going to be sunny. But anyway, it's always me and Tim, isn't it? We're always here. And Tom, the wee boy, is at school today. And he has a hockey match later today, so we're hoping we're going to be able to get to that as well. So Patricia says, good afternoon from Staten Island in New York as well. Wow, there's a few of you on today, guys. The sun is shining. You know, sometimes when the sun is shining, I do not expect you to be here because it makes me very happy knowing you've either got plans with your family or you're going out for a walk in the sunshine. Makes me happy thinking that you are getting out and about and seeing people. But I also do miss you all too. We have Tim saying we have New Yorkers on Facebook and we have New Yorkers on YouTube as well. So, yeah, find out where each of you live. Have a cup of tea. I don't know if you have cups of tea in New York, but yeah, let's make some friends. So over on the other one, we've got Tina on as well. We've got Rhiannon, I think that said, yeah, Rhiannon. A quick hello from car park at my daughter's. Oh, sweetheart, that is so kind of you to do that. We have Sarah on, ordered one day special, can never have too many SBM card blanks. It's an opportunity to top up, isn't it? Because obviously they are normally $14.99 each on their own. So let's have a quick run through and then, oh, here we go. Tim's on one. What's happening? No, darling. Right, so let's have a look at this one day special. So down by the front here, I've picked the most popular size. I know we all love square, and I may do a bundle of square at some point too, but I've picked the most popular size. Now, we are low on these actual ones. We don't have actually enough teal. I was going to put teal in. We didn't have enough teal to put them in the bundle for you. So down by the front there, they are 6x8, which means your 5x7 papers that you buy from me just fit seamlessly on top. You do not have to cut into your pretty designs. So they are 6x8. Of course, you can cut them down, but they have that traditional envelope that is super thick with the square edge flap, and they're just beautiful. So you have the grey, 25 card blanks and envelopes. You have the cream, 25 card blanks and envelopes. The fuchsia pink and the white. Okay, we all love white, right? So you can see there. And then up by the top here, we have a selection of sparkly cardstock, 30 sheets of, you can see the colours there. And we also have the mirror board, 30 sheets of as well, and you can see the colours there. And then down by the side here, I haven't put this in the price point at all because, as you all know, I told you we got this for free. So this is 30 sheets of vellum, 15 sheets of vellum. So you've got your white vellum, and you've got your sort of like corally colour vellum, and then you've got your tealy coloured vellum here. And you've got 5 sheets of each of those, which I've just bobbed in there. Ignore the plate, it wouldn't stand up. So combined, obviously no price in there for the vellum. $89.95 today, $43.99. And I did $43.99 because I thought if you've got your points, you're going to be about £40, $39.99, which is a great, great deal for our one-day special today. And it's nice to have something that doesn't have to require stamping or stenciling or die cutting. Although we do have those items, it's nice to top up on the consumables, right? So item number for this one, I know the picture only shows white cards and envelopes, but please do know you will be sent it all. Item number 160525 Alpha. Today's price $43.99. So top up if you want those, guys. So I have a herb tea, and he's given me it, and it's awful. It's red. Pink? Red? But I'm going to drink it. I'm going to drink it because I'm being good. So, moving down the counter, Berrylicious. Now, if you've bought this, hopefully it's on its way to you. If you got it from Ideal World, you should have it, or it's on its way. So this one's meant to be $59.99. Today's deal, $49.99. And this one, when you get your points and your discounts, will come down even further from that one. 109 of you have this in your basket. Now, how is that possible? Because some of you already have this. So, item number 070525 Alpha, and it's now officially live on our website. So what do you get for your money in this one, guys? So down by the front, you get the A6 creative words. Down to the side here, you get your mason jar and all your sprigs and your flowers. You get the cloth top to go over the top. If you use gingham, it looks awesome. You have your twine wrap at the bottom and the words, and then you have the complementing dies as well to cut this proud. So no fussy cutting, guys. I'm going to demo these. And then over by the side here, we have the most gorgeous paper stack, and it's got lots of ethnicities in here with the ladies, which makes me very happy. It makes me very happy because it's not always easy to incorporate different skin tones into papers because it's a collection and we try and make it match, but we absolutely smashed it on this one. I'm very proud of this one. So when we were sourcing these, I was like, we need some darker skin tones, some lighter, blonde hair, black hair, and we found it and we licensed it and it's wonderful. So let me show you guys. So this actual bumper paper pack is a little bit unique in the sense that it has your patterned papers, your embellishments, and vellum. Okay, some of you might have already seen me demo this one, but you know, too many demos we can't get enough of. So let's have a look here. So they have that traditional sort of pin-up girl with the cakes, the vintage style, the strawberries, the postage style designs, the florals. Just really, really pretty. And you can fussy cut these. There's your gingham for the top of your mason jar as well. The pots, the pans, you just fold these in half and these make great seed packets if you're giving a gift of a seed packet. You've got the cookery elements in there as well. You've got the tabs for the jars, all of the fussy cut tags, hoppers, embellishments, sweet delight treats. You are amazing. And then sort of like some like, you could pop these in pockets or on the fronts of cards and stamp sentiment. So that's the sort of paper element of it. Then we have the vellum element of it. Now, I'll just show you some of the patterns. You get a whole bunch. So we have, you know our vellum's beautiful, right? And you have some decorative ones in there as well. And as soon as you put some white behind, See that all that lovely detail in there. So you get a whole bunch of vellum as well. You see how many? 3 of each. 1, 2. Oof, look at this one. I was looking for it because this is my favourite out of it all. What have I just done with that card? Let's pop this card. So that's sort of the vellum, and you can see the transparency. It's absolutely beautiful. You can make some beautiful envelopes with these, and then when you put your white behind, really pretty, guys. So you get your vellum as well, and then at the back you get your painted mount. Have a look. Honestly, I thought all card blanks were the same. I was wrong. I know, I love our card blanks. It's horrible when you're sending somebody who means a lot an envelope that they can see through, right? We don't want that. And then we have our painted mounts, guys. So these are sort of like the topper elements, if you wish. So these are brilliant for cutting out, 3Ding on top of, just great go-to cards, instant cards, straight onto a card blank. And maybe other ones are more to decorate if you want to look at it in that way, but absolutely beautiful. I would just cut those strawberries out, put pads behind and raise them, and the flowers, and put sentiment on, and you've got a really beautiful, beautiful card there. So it's a great value, guys. Vellums, toppers, your mounts, your A6 stamp set, word set, and then the stamp jar, the mason jar with that foliage and the coordinating dies as well. So let me show you some samples, guys. So this one is 070525 Alpha. Today it's $49.99. If you have your points and your discounts, you're going to get it way, way cheaper depending on your points. And if you're in the club as well, you're going to get those further discounts. So let's show you some incredible samples here. So basically, they're just the items out of the book from the paper elements and joined together, should you wish. Really nice. So if you just want to use paper, or if you want to use your glossy accents on the jar, that's the gingham paper in the background there. Taller, shorter cards. I like this one because this one's 3D. So you can see if I tilt this way, look, it's got all the 3D embellishments on there as well. Paper fold in there. A smile is the best makeup a girl can wear. Totally right. Keep it simple. These are one of the mounts. Use your die cuts and put that aperture in there as well. This one's a nice one. Use your stencils for your stripes. I could keep going, there's a ton. Oof. What about something like this? So using those foliage, do a mop of ink, blow the ink around if you want to. Let me just see if I've got any, and then let's have a look at this book here. If you want to do the pages and put a ring binder through, create a little bit of a journaling effect, put some actual carton of strawberries, butter, 100 grams, pocket. So it could make a strawberry souffle or whatever they're called, and then you could put how to do it, and then at the back a picture of what it should look like when you follow the instructions in the book. All of the embellishments and the tags in there, and so on and so forth. And that was being made by Maureen. So that one is the Berrylicious collection 070525 Alpha at $49.99. Let's go over to the other counter, guys, because I've got some other goodies on here too. Now, let's have a look. Marilyn's Deal Hunters goodies have just arrived. She's very happy. I can see the smiley faces. Good afternoon. Some of you are joining late, and that's okay too. Some beautiful samples, says Linda. Well, thank you very much. That's really kind. Now, the next item I want to talk about is, well, we've got two items. I don't know which do you want me to do first, darling? this one. So the magazine I've popped on here. Now, a few of you, well, probably most of you know as well now that I am doing deal hunters, sort of, on our TikTok store as well. And I've put this on our TikTok store at £18. And I felt like I should really do it for my regulars as well. So it's on. I haven't clicked enter. And Tim didn't check. And Tim's rolling his eyeballs at me, ladies and gentlemen, when he's just been walking around the building doing, guess what? What do we all think he were doing? Is a Rubik's Cube. You know that 10 by 10? He said, can you make sure you tell everybody on your live that I've done the 10 by 10? He did. He's done it as well. Even Postman asked when he walked in today. He said, did he do it? I said, he did. We're just changing the price for you there, guys. So basically, in this particular kit, you get, if you've already got this, blooming brilliant, right, guys? We don't have a lot of these left. We are moving on to number 3. And if what happens with this one, what happened with the first one sold out. Now you all want the first one. So when I tell you we don't do another run, we literally do not do another run. And the third one is Christmas and is coming at the latter end of this summer, the launch before we do Christmas as well. So the first one, been and gone. This is the second. This is what's left. And we have that creative magazine, which is the 70-page content magazine with all of the hints, the tips, the how-to guides, the step-by-steps from the design team. You also get to see a little sneak peek of our design team, who they are, what they are about, myself included in that, and the team here at Stamps by Me. And then down by the back, you get your A5 stamp set with those lovely reflection collection stamps in there, the flowers, the background stamps, the words as well. Then moving across here, you get your patterned paper collection, which is 18 sheets double-sided of all plethora of different scenes and planes and breakers. That lady is me. I've stamped that on there. That shouldn't be in there, but it's in there. And you also get, which isn't there, is your layering stencil and your die set, which creates this beautiful flower. So you get a layering stencil. It's in the picture there. Thanks, Tim. So you get your layering stencils and your die to go around the sunflower. You get the full paper pack. You get the full A4 stamp set, and you also get that creative content magazine. So for 18 quid, I'd just buy the magazine, me, to have it with a cup of tea, get some inspiration. £18 today. So the item number for this one is 250125 Alpha. Has anybody who's watching now not got it and thinking, do you know what? I will take that. Let's have a look. Benzine, is TikTok shop not available? It's not, darling, not at the moment, but I think they are working on it. I'm not sure. I'm not sure, sweetheart. Sarah has 2. One to use, one to save, because she collects. So that is the magazine, item number 250125 Alpha. Now, the last thing I want to tell you about is these. These are our original card blanks and envelopes, okay? So this one has 30 card blanks and envelopes, and we don't have a lot of these, but I felt if you've just bought Berrylicious and you want to coordinate, this is a red set of card blanks and envelopes, okay? And this has got 30 in it, and I've put it on at a tenner. So Tim will pop that up when he gets a second. Just type red, Tim, if you're finding it, darling. So red card blanks and envelopes, and these are £10. Tim will find those. So let me just chat to you all for a second while Tim is running around like a headless chicken, because apparently he was ready. He's going to blame me now. The sun is shining, he's allowed. So a couple of things I want to tell you about before we get into demo. Firstly, I want to tell you about, I'm going to be live on Monday for our Monday night craft and chat, 6 p.m. Thanks, Tim. That's £10, as you can see on that. That's limited stock. We don't have a lot of those. That's that. And then on Wednesday, Tuesday will be Deal Hunters, as always, at 1 o'clock, because we've moved it from Wednesday to Tuesday. And then Wednesday, I am on Ideal World with folios, fantastic folios. Some of you have already probably got it, but I am down on Ideal World. Now, if you've already got it, please still come and say hello, because I don't think I'm with Yanis again. The rota is a little bit pants at the moment, and it's not giving me the opportunity to be with Yanis. And as you can appreciate, it's really difficult when I'm stood with a presenter who doesn't know anything about craft. So I need your support, guys. I need you to come along and message in and, you know, just talk to me. Get me through the hour. Yeah, so 12 o'clock on Wednesday, I'm on Ideal World in London. So there we go. So that is the whole show. Don't feel obliged to shop ahead now. You can shop after the show whenever you want to. The deals stay on until they sell out or until we go live again the following Friday as well. Now I'm just going to have a drink of this awful red tea. Don't smell very nice either. I know, I've said it already, darling. So shall we have a play with Berry Fresh? Berrylicious. Berrylicious. Could you take your console off the screen, darling, so I can just see people's comments? Right, so let's have a look here. Now we've got I've got mine here from TV. So I've got my mason jar, I've got my foliage, and then I've got my paper pack. I just love the papers, to be honest. I love it all, but I just love the papers more. And we are a Stampin' Company. 277 have this in their basket. Oh my gosh, guys, I haven't got that many because it went to telly. Check out your baskets. And don't forget, if you check out, you don't have to pay. If you buy something else later, you don't have to pay postage, just add to previous order. Okay, Becky's not in today, so you're safe. Right, so Berrylicious. Now, I've got all my bits and pieces that I try and get ahead with for other shows, which I don't actually use. So let's have a look at what we've got going on here, and then let's build on. Let's make something a little bit different. So in the what is this? Where did that come from? I don't know what. 30 people have just checked out. We missed that, don't we? We need to have craft battle. Right, okay. So let's have a look. Oh, have we got all day to choose? I hope everyone is doing okay though, guys. I am just going to grab some of these first of all. Look at these. So look at these, guys. How wonderful. I'm just going to fold this in half. I don't know where this is going, guys, but Tony has such an expressive... Denise. I am a funny onion. I do pull weird faces, I know. Julie's got to go. I'll see you all later. Have a nice weekend, sweetheart. Is it going to be sunny this weekend? So I've just folded that in half. I don't know what I'm doing with it yet, but I'm just going through the paper. So that one, we've done that one. Let's get some other ones. Oh, fold this one in half. That's not just the nicest. Sweet delight. You're getting to see them properly now, aren't you, guys? Ingredients, recipes. Oof. Has anybody actually cut into these? The design team did not like cutting into these. The design team are not liking cutting into any paper of late, because I'm getting some amazing comments telling me how amazing paper is recently and how they don't want to cut into it. I told them to get on with it, guys, but, you know. So I need some... Ooh. I am going to mix some paper and some ink. Let's do that. Okay. I'm not sure what I'm doing with these yet, but they look good folded in half. Connie says gorgeous. I love this collection. Right, let me grab some ink, guys. Let's grab some ink. Ooh. What are we going to play with? What are we going to play with? Don't you just love... Look at this card. That is a nice card. I've seen how it's got layers on and the things have been tucked behind. Little paper clip, little banner on the corner there. Beautiful, right? Do you know as well, you could do a mason jar full of strawberries. We haven't seen a sample with that, have we? I could do that. Lots of you are buying the magazine. Are we buying them for gifts? Are we for Christmas? Yeah, I thought so. I thought so. Right, Tim's nodding, probably. Yeah, I don't blame you guys. Right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab this. Let's do a little bit. See if I have got... We need something that's going to complement. Let's do this. This has got some teals and some blues in here, hasn't it? Lots of stroking. Too beautiful, says Izzy. Stop. Right, so I'm just going to put some blue on my mat here, and I'm going to just spray it with some water. And then I'm going to get something like a lid or something that's got like a side on it. Let's take the lid off this ink pad here, see if this will work. I'm just taking the lid off my ink pad here. And what I'm going to do first of all is I'm going to pop my... You saw a similar card on the desk earlier, but I'm just going to change it up a little bit. So you get that line in there. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the lid. Let's get some more colour. And let's see if this works. If it picks up some of that colour. Might do, might not. Oh, it has, look. So I'll just add some lines in. And because the card's wet, it will sort of like disperse some of it as well, which is nice. Let me just get some tissue and just clean that down. So I've got like, I'm going to just set that aside to dry for a second. But with this piece here, I'm not going to leave it. I'm going to get another card. Just move this over. Let's make some cards with the mess as well. Just grab some cards. So I've got another card here, guys. I'm just going to pick up that ink. Oh, that's nice, isn't it? So I like that texture there. I'm going to leave that. And then with the rest that's left, we will absolutely leave. So let's just dry this one off. What I would probably do with this is I'd probably cut it off here, guys, at the top, and then remount it so I don't get the lumps and bumps. And I've got a hair dangling down the front of my head, and it's... Never thought of doing that. Yeah, I like doing this technique with an acrylic block as well. It's quite cool. So I'm just trying that. Let's just try this one as well. Phil says lawn bowls are started. I bet that's cool. Look at that. That is a really nice wash. I love that. So I've got 2 cards I've got on the go at the moment. But I'm going to start a third. We're doing 3. Don't ask, because I feel like these are inky ones. We need to do a card as well. So let's finish, actually. The third card can be what we used in our demo on TV, which I didn't finish. So we've got this sort of like wash with the lines. And then we've got this halo at the back. We don't know what we're doing yet. We'll figure it out. And then we've got this one here where we just tore the vellum. I'm pushed for size there. The QR code's in the way there. This is over here. I'm crafting on a post-it. I feel like I'm in my craft room. Thanks, Tim. Right, so here we go. So 1, 2, 3. Now let's do this one first because this seems like the right thing to do first. And these are the pieces that I did before for TV. In fact, no, I didn't do these ones. These ones are not mine. I cannot take credit for these because I don't own this. So these ones are not mine. But anyway, I'm going to use them because they've come from somebody's album. And all we're going to do is sort of like, these are the elements from the paper pad as well. So I'm going to build from my stash here. Oh, God, I've got all sorts of stuff going on here. And in fact, I'll save that jar for my other card. So let's get these. I like the white on a card, guys. I like the white because it sort of like breaks it up a little bit when it all starts to blend into one. So let's think about positioning these and then let's pick a nice sentiment. So we've got be a girl with a mind, a woman with attitude and a lady with class. Love that. Can't get it on though. Give a girl the right shoes, she can conquer the world. A smile is the best makeup any girl can wear. And sometimes things fall apart so that better things can fall together. Love that. We're going to do that one. So I'm just going to take this and my Eureka here. Excuse me, just take that off there. So Tim's just popped it up on the screen there for you guys, the things that are for sale on the side. The magazine, how can 100 of you not have the magazine? I thought I'd exhausted the magazine. So, well done if you're getting that for the £18. So I'm just popping this in here like so. And then we're going to stamp that's just too big as well because of the vellum. I'm taught, well, I'm not taught, I've got choices. Elegance, so lovely, glamorous, might just fit on there. No, Berrylicious. Or we either do a chunky sentiment and we go up. Right, I'm doing chunk. Let's just do it up. Why not? Let's be different. No rules with craft? No rules. What's everybody doing today then? Anybody got anything nice planned today? That does not go on there. Anybody got any? Everybody okay? Hello from Northern New York State. I got my Catch a Wave card and keychain from the random giveaway a few weeks ago. Thank you. They are beautiful. Well, you're very welcome. You are very welcome, my lovely. Good afternoon, Toni. Good afternoon. I like to see all your comments. I like to know that you're here. I like to know that you're not all robots and you're actually physically joining me in person. Because it is sunny, right? You what, darling? New York time is 8:36. Is that correct? Hopefully it is. Splodge that a little bit now. It's a good job I'm making 3 cards and not just one. So let's just pop this back on here like so. And then let's just build this one up. And then we'll do our inky ones as well. What we'll do is we'll just get some pads here. Maybe just one will look nice, guys. I do like them both, though. That looks okay. I'm pleased with that. I would probably... Going to be in the garden, says Denise. Mary says, good morning from Michigan, USA. Welcome, sweetheart. Working from home so she can listen to me. Oh, I hope I don't give you a headache. I'm good at giving people headaches. And we've got SS. Hi, everyone from Texas. Hi, sweetheart. Gardening. And my bobbin lace this afternoon. Anita, when you mean bobbin lace, do you mean now where they do like that with the bobbins? Is that what you mean, Anita? Please say yes. That's better on an angle, isn't it? Be nice if I stamped it. That'd be nice if I didn't make a hash of that. But anyway, so that's sort of like the paper-ish elements. That's the idea. So, Anita, I had when I was in the Salvation Army, I had like a cushion, and I stuck it to a board, a piece of wood. I made it myself. And I got a cushion, a really hard cushion from a local store, and I stuck it to the wood, and then I put some fabric over the top and wrapped it underneath, and then I staple gunned it all the way around. So it was like a cushion attached to a piece of wood. And then I had all of the pins and the lace and the pretty bobbins with all of the pretty beads on. And I got taught how to do that at the Salvation Army with the bobbin pins. And I made lace bookmarks and all sorts. I was in love with it, right? Absolutely loved it. And then once I used to do the brass band, I used to come out of the brass band and do my bobbin pins with a group of other people as well, other girls and some other gentlemen and ladies. However, the Salvation Army got broken into and it got pinched. And I never did it again since. But I loved it. I could not wait to do it. Listen, I get about a bit me, you know. So that's that one. Come on, we're supposed to be talking about craft, not bobby pins. So let's go back to our pieces of artwork here now. You can see they're lumpy bumpy. I'm going to trim them away so then they'll go nice onto my card. You learn something new every day here, don't you? So I'm just going to trim this down a little bit. I think, yeah, we need to trim this too. It's a wonderful craft. It is very mindful. Very. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my stamping platform. Let's move this out of the way. Now we're just going for it here. And what I'm going to do with this one, let's do this one first. I'm going to pop this into the Eureka and I'm going to grab my let's go the bigger one for this one. The ideas are coming. So I've got my beautiful blue halo. And I like that, so I'm going to try and keep that in the design. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to stamp some of these. So we'll do one here. One on a bit of an angle. So let's do these two first. Stamp these in black. Here we go. Like so. Now, if you have, you do have those lovely dies as well. So, You see how you've got your, so you're creating perspective here. So what I'm going to do is the jar that we already pre-made, what I did with this, guys, was I added some colour to the bottom, then I added some sparkle on top to make it look like water. Good morning, everyone. I haven't been for a while. Today I'm able to catch a live as I am in Nassau, Bahamas for a wedding. Tony, I just bought the berries from HTCN. Oh, brilliant, Elaine. We'll have a fantastic time, darling. Have a lovely, lovely time. So what I'm going to do here, guys, let's just pull these out of here. Let's move these for now. And let's get a card blank. Now, I've just got the same card blank as we did the one that we've just trimmed down. Look, so it should fit nicely on here. Take a bit more off there. This is what I like about card making, you know, you never know where your card's going. A bit more, Tony. So I'm going to edge that with my ink pad. And I have to mat and layer it. See how it's just edged it then when you put it on the card, it sort of like gives it that little minimal mat and layer on there. So just waft that a little bit. And we'll do this one completely flat. Now, if you've got the bundle, you've got all of the colours that will go beautifully with Berrylicious. You've got the teals, the blues, the reds. So try and get it as straight as possible, Tony. You see how just edging that card like that gives it that sort of look there. And then what we will do is we'll get some colour on here, get these coloured in a little bit, just a little bit, just to bring it to life. So let's add a pink. I'm just going to pop the ink onto my mat, spray with a bit of water. Let's add some colour to our flowers on the back. So then they're going to stand proud. I always like to leave little white spaces as well. It just gives the like look of watercolour. So in the heads of the flowers there, and that's green. So let's do the green. Just clean my brush a little bit here. Don't want too much green because it'll fight with my background. Just enough. I don't think you're going to see much of that, to be honest. So whilst I've got the ink on here, let's add a few randoms. Like so. And then let's pull in our wee jar here. So let's put some pads behind. Annie says she learns a lot from my lives. Well, I do appreciate you saying that, actually, because I do understand not everybody's at different levels of craft. Some may see the demos and say, donate, got the t-shirt, and some may not. I do some wow factor demos that some of you have never seen. You all go, I'm desperate to try this. So I know I'm onto something, but it is craft, isn't it? It is craft, and we all do things in different ways. We all like different types of cards and things like that as well. So it is nice to experiment and, you know, don't be afraid of cards that look a little bit complicated, because sometimes they are the easiest of cards. I don't know why I've put 6 pads on this, because it really don't need it, but we'll go in with that blue on there. So I'm going to go... We've got our lovely cat. That background looks so good, doesn't it? And you saw how simple and easy that background was achieved. And then I'm not sure if... Yes, let's do it. So I'll pop a pad behind this one. If you just knock it on an angle just a little bit, then you're going to get a little bouquet come together, hopefully. So let's do this one. Now, if you don't like the white, a good hack for you all here is just to take the lightest of colour, just to push the white back, and I mean the lightest of colour, okay? Just so it's not white, and then just colour the whole thing in one colour. It just pushes the whole thing back so it doesn't look like you've got a stark white embellishment, okay? Hopefully this will go in as well. Put them pads on there, remember? You see, now we're starting to build that. I love this stamp and die set because you can really go to town with it. So that's that one. And then we've got another one here. So let's push this one back as well. Just be total random with it, guys. You don't have to be perfect. Pop a bit of pink at the top here, and then it'll tie in with our rest of our card. And I'm literally just adding it all over, not just on the flower heads. I am actually going on the whole, you know, so it just pushes that white back there. Oh, Shannon's not very well, bless her. I hope you're going to be all right, sweetheart. Now, I'm just experimenting here because when you think about a jar, you'd be able to see the stems in the water, wouldn't you? So having those tucked behind is not the best idea, is it? So what I might do is I might create the effect as if the jar's full as well. So let's put him on the top. I've got a little bit of an idea. Stay with me, guys. Because you can see the water, but we can't see any stems, so that just wouldn't make sense. So let's pop him on there at the front. Like so. And then let me just grab... Where's my twine wrap? Would the twine wrap be above or below? Let's have a look. Honestly, I don't think it matters if it's your card and it's making you happy, but I am just trying to create a little bit of realism here. So let's just pop. Now that does look like it's at the front, so that's pushing the flower forward, which wouldn't be true. So that needs to go. No, that's still not right, is it? Because it's over the lid. So I'm going to leave it like that, because putting that on actually makes it stand out that it's not actually in the jar. And then what I am going to do is I'm just going to go through a paper pad and just see if there's something we can accommodate to match in with this blue. Now we could use a recipe. Look at that, have you seen that machine here? Look at this machine here. It matches, look. You could actually 3D it on. I'm just double checking. Oh, that's got a nice bit of blue in it as well. There, let's go. Right, so this one, you probably wouldn't cut into this, you guys, anyway. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this piece. It's not the same blue, but I'll make it match. And I'm going to take a sentiment. The Let's Celebrate is nice, and I would like a thick one. Let's go with, I want something to cover here to hide this connection here. So we'll go with this one. We'll use a different one to the last one. Let's get the Eureka. In fact, the pink on this would look... In fact, yeah, let's not waste my paper. The pink spot will go with the pink from the flowers. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pop it up here. I've got a nice sentiment up there. Pop this back on its sheet. And then let's cut this. Sorry, I'm missing out comments. I'm getting carried away. We've got Brenda on from Cincinnati. She's planted some flowers today, this morning, before the storms arrive later. Oof. Are you due some storms? Is it storm season or something? Let me know. So I've cut that look, but what I am going to do is, I think what we need to do, guys, I'm not going to use this as a card, I'm going to use this as a topper. So let's pop this into my wash. I'm going to tie it all together, watch this. Do like those lines. Decisions, do I? No, I'm going to save that. So you see now how that pink is tying in with all of our lovely flowers. What are you doing up there? You need sticking down. Bit of an angle. No, that is terrible. There we go. And then I need to put some pads on this side of this one. It's just going to hide our floating foliage. Can we see there? It's just covered the tail of the floating foliage, and then that's going to go onto here with that there. And then I am going to dig out... Oh, hang on a minute. Let me just make sure I've got some glue. Before I get carried away. I have some glitter glue, but I don't want to use that. I don't want to use gold. What colour's that one? No, absolutely not. I'm going to leave it, guys. So I'm going to leave it at that. Super easy. What you could probably do is, if you stamped that onto some like metal and cut it out and put it on top, you would have that metal jar lid. But don't forget, you do have that mason jar effect on there as well, which you could, of course, pop there. Just grab my... So you can have a flower in front as well if you wanted to. You could actually just make it use the gingham as well. You could use the spots on the gingham. It's totally preference. But if you make that silver, if you've got a silver, let me just see if I've got a silver pencil. Just 1 second, Tim. Because I have my pencils. Normally do have a silver pencil, although my son is obsessed with the silver. In fact, I've got a pen here. Let's do the cool shadow grey. Got my alcohol markers. Let's do this. So colouring that up will make a lot of difference. So let's colour the whole thing. Isn't it cool how I've just picked up an alcohol marker and I'm colouring my stamping, and I'm not having to worry about what I use with, whether it's watercolour or alcohol ink. You know why? Because my ink's a hybrid. My black is a hybrid ink pad. So if you're not sure of what works and what doesn't work, I'll put that back on in a second. I'm just going to add an edge. My ink pads work for all, so And then I'm going to go back in with this one. Blend it out a little bit. Let the alcohol absorb. Now we've got a lovely silver lid look. Let's just make it a bit darker on the edge. Now we've got a nice little silver lid on there. Fabulous card, thank you so much. So he will get stuck onto there like so. So there we have, super simple. And all of that concept could have been put onto here, look. This was a little bit too small, I felt like. So create a perspective with the black. And just one more thing before, I know I'm not going to make this other card, but I just want to show you a little bit of a technique, guys. If you are... So pretend I didn't use this jar on here and we were going to use it on here. There's another cool technique that you can do. Let me just grab the stamps. Is if you stamp the stamp like so. Like so, you can do silhouette stamps. So you know when we do the silhouette stamps, follow the whole thing in, take it out of here. Take a bit of time, colour it all in. Take a bit more time at home, guys, what you do. Or you can create your own. Create your own unique silhouette stamps, like so, and then just get rid of that stamp there and take a solider, more chunkier sentiment. Pop this on here like so. And then if you take the word, of course you could do silhouette stamps into the jar as well. And you have quite a unique artistic finished card as well. So, and then when it's white like that, when it's black like that, if you take a highlighter pen, a gel pen, these sort of pens, if this actually works because it's been upside down in that. Let me just see if this works, guys. You can then add the highlight. And bring the detail back if you want to. See that there? Get your own unique work. Oopsie daisy. So there we go, you have options. I love those types of stamps because they're not too detailed, which enables you to colour them in with, you could do it in a grayscale, do them in a rack, in a line if you wanted to do. But just to show you here, we have that mason jar in the white, and you could, of course, just embellish with a whole bunch of silhouettes out of there as well. So that is today's demonstration. A bit of a nice play there. So we've used some paper with the tags and toppers and things in there with the punches for our things on there. And then we've used this one where we did the wash and then just a little bit of a decorative element in the front, done some sparkle on the jar, which I did ahead of time to create a little look of water. And then maybe just something artistic. Now, this one, if you were to get a black card blank, in fact, let me just grab a piece of black here. Do a hole. Obviously, it needs cutting. But if you mount it onto a black card, you've then got a nice piece of artwork as well. So you have total options, guys, whatever you want to do. I do love the paper, though, because we can fussy cut those strawberries, can't we? So just a quick recap then. The one-day special is those 100 card blanks and envelopes in grey, cream, fuchsia pink and white. You have the glitter pack, 30 sheets. You have the mirror board, 30 sheets. And you have the vellum pack as well, which is a teal, and the peachy corally colour and the clear, which we all love, the sort of like frosted one. And there are 15 sheets of that as well. So that is a whole one-day special, and it's $43.99. Item code for that one is today's date, which is 160525 alpha. The red card blanks look like a sellout risk. Everything's selling, it always does, because I know that lots of people tune in on different days, different times, and see different things. So you might not have seen the magazine on launch. Today it's on at £18. I'm going to hold that price for as long as I can, because our third one is coming imminently. The design team are going to be sent all the products to create all of the step-by-steps for you all. So I will love you all and leave you all. Whatever you are doing, have a fantastic weekend. I'm back with you on Monday, Tuesday and Wednesday on Ideal World. So whatever you're doing, if you're going out, make sure you wear your SPF, stay connected and make sure you share the love of craft. So whatever you're doing, have a great weekend and I will see you all later. Take care, guys. Bye. Bye, guys.